Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Outdoor Madness. I'm Kerry Clark. All right, so I thought I'd give you guys a little update and take you for one of my rides that I do out here in my neighborhood. But give you an update on my Yamaha. So far, this is a Moro. Man, it's been a great bike. Great bike. You know, nothing too fancy. Not a really hardcore mountain bike. I don't do hardcore mountain bike riding. You know, I like to do, I do some road riding on it, and then I do trail riding on it. So I don't do any jumps or anything like that. I'm way too old for that stuff. So, but man, for what I do, this bike is perfect. You get a good workout on it. Any of you guys out there that are thinking about getting an electric bike, like a mountain bike, thinking that you're not going to get a workout, you're totally wrong. You guys got to try one of these things, because even when I have it on the highest setting to get the pedal assist, you still get a workout, especially when you're going up hills. And you'll see as I go through the neighborhood here, you'll see what I'm talking about. So, all right, let's get going, and I'll show you guys. Show you my ride. Pop my helmet on and we'll go. So it's supposed to be in the 90s today, like 97. So I try to get out early. It's just a little after 8. Normally I'm out here by 7 o'clock, but got a late start today. So anyway, but it's pretty neat. Come down over here. We'll head around this way. Good morning.
No, Pepper. No. Back up.
It's okay, bud. Thank you. Yeah, so we have the pond right over here. Don't know if you guys can see it, because I've got my chesty on filming, so it's basically just filming in front of me. But yeah, this is my route. I like to go here. Good morning. So, nice day today. Like I said, it's nice now, but it is gonna be blazing later. So this is the farm where I live. To come up here, kind of neat. Right here you have basketball courts, tennis courts right here. And then you have, over here we have a swimming pool, jacuzzi. This is just one of them. They have, I believe, two pools in their neighborhood. But yeah, so far, the bike's been great. But, you know, this is the type of riding I like to do. I just leave from my house, do a little bit in the street, and then you're gonna see when I get up here, there's a walkway that's gonna take me down, and then I'm gonna come out this way over on the main entrance to the farm road. Then I'm gonna head out to Greer Ranch. All right, so we're gonna pop up this curb right here. And we're gonna head down here. Push my camera up a little bit because I'm gonna be standing up most of the way here. So we'll get up like that. You guys can get a better view maybe. But we have a mountain lion over here. I've never seen one, but I've been out on the trail before and people say, hey man, I just saw a mountain lion. I'm like, oh boy. So I carry my bear spray with me, but it's like, I need to figure out a spot on my bike somewhere where I can mount it. I mean, let's face it, you know, it's in my backpack, so, I mean, it's better to have something than nothing, but most of the time, you come up on a mountain lion, they're gonna surprise you, you know? But that's what I gotta figure out, how I can mount it. Either like on my handlebars or on the frame or something, you know? But yeah, this is a pretty cool ride. And you get a good workout because you got downhills, you got uphills. So pretty neat. Little quail going by there. Come down the steps. All right, and then we'll take off right here. Yeah, so the house is over here in the farm. When this community was first built, they were pretty much all manufactured homes. And then they opened up another section that's closer to Greer Ranch. And they started putting in like I guess you call them stick-built homes. So you have a variety, you know, which is pretty cool. All right, so you guys can see this uphill right here. That's what I mean over here. You got uphills, you got downhills, you can get a really good workout. So I'm gonna go down a few notches on my gears right now because I'm gonna be climbing this. Yeah, so when I got this bike, what I did to it, I put on a taller bend handlebar, taller gooseneck, or steering stem, because I don't like being crouched over a lot. So helped out a lot because I'm tall, you know, and I like to have a little bit more of a straight up seating position, not straight, but a little bit more. And you know, when you're off-road and you're going downhill, you can still be in that attack position too, you know, because you usually stand up all the time anyway. So I did that. And morning. Seems to be working out really good. So there's a spot I'm going to go to over here. I want to show you guys. It's pretty cool. Once we get up this hill, there's a, they have like a water wheel, a waterfall, little bridge. They have little, nice little nature things that they incorporate throughout the neighborhood, which I think is pretty cool. All right, so we're gonna turn right down here. And we'll hit that one area I'm telling you about. Up in the mountains, I don't know if you guys can see it, because like I said, I got the chesty on, but there's trails that go up in the mountains here too that you can take. Make sure my drone doesn't run into anything here. Yeah, so right here, take you guys down. Take you down here. You'll be able to see the waterfall and stuff. All right, so this is the spot I was telling you guys about. It's pretty cool. You can see right over here, that's a hiking trail. You can take off and go hiking up in the mountains. Yeah, but this is kind of a cool area here. Got a little water wheel going. You got your bridge. You can walk across. You got tables out here. You can sit down and have a little snackage. When I was over here yesterday, you can see the waterfall over here. Man, there was a ton of hummingbirds over here that were drinking, and they would just land on top of the on the waterfall there, and they would just sit and splash around in the water. Pretty cool. But yeah, neat spot to just come out, take a little break, relax, get me something to drink right now. And then you walk across this bridge here. Only thing that's weird, you know, when I first moved here, we didn't have any mosquitoes or anything. And now, I don't know where these mosquitoes are coming from. But we've been getting those little tiny mosquitoes, those ones they call them no-see-ums. You know, those little tiny mosquitoes that bite your ankles and your elbows. Yeah, it's weird because they treat the ponds, and the water's always flowing. So, and you know, mosquitoes, they only can, of course, they can lay their eggs or their larvae or whatever in the water, but they're not gonna survive because the water's not stagnant. It's always moving. It's usually when the water's stagnant that they do that. So, I don't know. I don't know where those things are coming from, but man, it's annoying because I can't even go out in my backyard, you know, without having to put on some type of a insect repellent. In fact, I'm gonna do a video. My wife makes this insect repellent that's all natural. Man, I'm telling you guys, this stuff works so good, and it doesn't stain your clothes. It smells good. It's made out of essential oils, and I'm telling you, it works. But I want to do a video on that to show you guys how to make it. But this stuff, man, it really works. So I'm going to do a video and show you guys how to make that. All right, let's get back on the bike. What's nice about this bike too is if you walk away from it and you leave the power on, it'll shut off. I think it's after like 2 minutes or something like that, it'll shut off so it doesn't, you know, keep going and run your battery down. So that's pretty cool. I like that function on it because it's something that's very easy to do.
1, 2.
So when I purchased this bike, I purchased it online, which actually I've never purchased a bike online. But the only reason I did it is because it was like a special. They were closing it out. Had a good price on it. I don't remember exactly what it cost, but it was a pretty good price because I'd been looking around for a long time. And what was nice is it also came with an extra battery. Well, when they sent it to me, the bike, they didn't send me the battery. And I called Yamaha up and they said, well, it was because I ordered the bike too late and the special was off on it. So I was like, okay, I didn't think I did, but anyway, I said, no big deal. So 3 months later, Yamaha sent me a battery anyway. Is that awesome or what? Yes, way to go, Yamaha. A lot of Greer Ranch is closed off, and the real popular part, which is right off of the 215 freeway, I mean, that's where a lot of guys go and train. You know, I've seen Cameron McAdoo out there, Chase Sexton. I've seen a lot of guys out there, but apparently it's closed, but I still see people going out there. There's a sign, they got a big sign up because they're supposed to start. Good morning. Morning. But they're supposed to start building houses, of course. I'm telling you, man, it's just crazy. They're just building houses everywhere. Who knows how long it's gonna take for that? But that's the section that's closest to the 215 freeway. We are gonna be entering from the backside. And that's where I ride. And there's acres and acres of riding out there. And they used to have a nursery out there. And I talked to the guy that owned the nursery. He gave me permission to ride out there, and I remember once I was riding out there. This was back when I had my my quad, and they had these sheriffs that were patrolling the area on KTMs, and so they pulled me over. They gave me a ticket, told me I wasn't supposed to be riding back there. It was private property. Told him I had permission from the guy that owned, you know, the tree farm, and he's like, well, the guy that owns the tree farm doesn't own Greer Ranch. So anyway, so you can see right here now, we're coming up to Greer Ranch. Yeah, so we'll go in here. Yeah. So, yeah, they gave me a citation, told me I was trespassing. I went to court and they threw it out. Nothing ever happened. That was probably about, oh man, 11 years ago. And I've been riding over here ever since. But But the main thing about riding over here, especially on mountain bikes, it's not a problem. But you get guys that come out here, and you guys have seen it on some of my videos. They'll bring their dirt bikes out, their side-by-sides, and they're just flying all up, like where I just came from, the neighborhood. They're flying past these trails and they're making all kinds of noise and dust. You know, and the neighbors get mad. I don't blame them. I would too. Like whenever I come out here and I get away from everybody. And I never have any issues whatsoever. Oh, lost the drone. I guess not. So, but yeah, eventually, all of this someday is gonna be houses, unfortunately. And then you get people like this, you know. I know these guys looks like they might have made some kind of jumps or something, but it's still garbage. Nobody wants that stuff. I mean, I've seen worse than that. People just literally coming out here and dumping all their garbage. And it always gets everything closed down. So it's just one of those things where people don't care, you know. They mess up everything for the ones who do care. All right, so now we are gonna be back. So I don't know if you guys can see, but over here, that's where I live, back over there. So we just took a big circle all the way around and then came back into Greer Ranch, and we're gonna keep circling and going back. So this bike has Yamaha's mid-drive motor. It's the PWX2 with a torque sensor. If you've ever ridden, let's say, a hub drive e-bike, it has a cadence sensor on it. Well, it's a lot easier to ride one of those than it is a mid-drive with a torque sensor, because the torque sensor, of course, the more torque, the more pressure you put on the pedals, the more assist you get from that. But it takes more effort to do that than when it does with a mid-drive motor. That's what I noticed, because I have a Pedigo that has a mid-drive, or not a mid-drive, but a hub motor on it. And with that cadence sensor, it's a lot easier to pedal and stuff, because you get more assist with that cadence sensor. But that's what I like about this one, having the torque sensor, because like I say, you get a better workout with it. And of course, it has no throttle, which is nice. So it's just all pedal power. You know, get a good workout. Nothing too crazy. Then I'll even go on some of the trails that are back in Greer Ranch too. I'll ride some of those trails too, but this morning I'm not doing that. I just want to give you guys a quick little rundown. One of my normal routes, and the bike is just working great, you guys. I also put a set of Maxxis tubeless tires on it. Yeah, these things are great. Yeah, so now we're gonna cut back down here. And you can see we have houses on this side here. Now all of this over here, this is not part of the farm. It's not part of Greer Ranch either. The farm is right over here on this side. So if you guys can see this brick wall right here, That's where the farm is. Hopefully the drone's keeping up with me. 23, 24, 25, 26, picking up speed, 28, 29, 30 miles an hour, 31, we're just coasting. See if the drone's keeping up. It's back there. I'm gonna slow down a little bit and let it catch up. Here it comes. But yeah, so on this side of the fence over there, that's all the farm property over there. All right. Keep going. So that's what I mean. There's all, you got up hills over here, down hills, dirt, street. That's what I love about it. Woo. Drone stopped for some reason real quick. Something must have got in front of the sensors. Back on a little stretch of asphalt here. So this is an easement road here, and that's why some of it's dirt, some of it's asphalt, because the owners are the ones who have to take care of this. But anyway, that's a little update on the Yamaha MORO. It's been a great bike, and giving you guys a little peek at one of my daily routines. This is another spot here. This is not where I go home, but this is another spot that you can come to. And there's a market, Menifee Market, that's right down Bundy Canyon Road. Sometimes I'll just hop in my side-by-side and go down there if I need to pick up a few things, instead of heading to, like, you know, Stater Brothers or something. If I just need to grab a few things, I'll do that. And it's neat. I can just hop in my side-by-side and just ride right over there. So that's pretty cool. All right. Let's head home. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe. That's the only way we can keep things going. And give me a thumbs up. Gotta watch these cars too, so drone's coming. But appreciate you guys watching. As always, I'm Kerry Clark for Outdoor Madness. And once again, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe. And you know the story. I'll see you somewhere in the great outdoors. All right, baby. Let's crank it up. Let's go. Come on, drone. Keep up. So now we're back in the farm here. Crank it on right over here. Hopefully the drone doesn't run into any cars. So you can see, how's it going, man? We did a huge loop. So right here is where I started from. We went all the way around. Whew. And now, this is mi casa. We're back home. Whew. Good workout. See you guys later.